Hi everyone, it's Jodi and Bauer, and I just wanted to show you a little pattern game. I just want to remind you what pattern games are. Pattern games are good for your dog, especially in what I like to use it for is acclimating to a new situation, and then also he's gonna sit on the ground, so I gotta move this. So acclimating to a new situation, but also it just helps them when they're overwhelmed. There are so many things you can use this with. You can pair it with other games. I'm not going to go too far into that because this is a short video and I just want you to understand the idea of pattern games. So some things to keep in mind about pattern games is they're safe. They make your dog feel safe. They're predictable, which adds to making you feel safe, and it adds to them calming down. They know what's going to happen next. And he's very excited because I have hot dogs in my pocket. They're safe and predictable. And I'm sorry, he's just so cute. I forgot what I was going to say. Pattern games are safe. They're predictable. They help them be calm. And they help them to, they're voluntary. That's the important part. They're voluntary. You don't want to badger your dog into playing this game. Otherwise, he's not going to want to play the game. So remember, start small, start somewhere safe, start somewhere where there's not a lot of distractions. This is the first time he's playing, and there are kids in the pool next door, so he's a little distracted. But he really hates working inside, so it's a beautiful day, so I figured we'd try it out here. So I have to admit, I did try this already twice with him, but I didn't have the hot dogs. So use high value treats to start, at least. Get them into the game and get them to understand what it's all about. I am going to, once again, adjust this so you can see him more than you can see me. So what I'm going to do, because he's sitting, and you can do the sitting, standing, you can be sitting, you can be standing, they can be laying down, but you want to be able to see that you're going to have eye contact with them, and don't worry about the eye contact right away. Just, you're going to put a treat down, they're going to look up at you, you're going to click and put another treat down, and you're going to continue that pattern. And when they get good at this, what's going to happen is they're going to when you're in an overwhelming situation, they're going to be able to look around, come back, do the game again, look around, get their attention back to you, and do the game again. It's 100% voluntary. They're the ones who want to look around. They're the ones who come back and ask to play again. And the asking is with that eye contact. So don't badger them. This should be fun, and it should be relaxing. So I'm going to put a treat down. He's going to eat it. Look up at me. Click. Put another one down. There's some sirens going on, so he's a little distracted by that. You see, he's looking to say, where's more? And I would suggest when you're playing this game, especially if you feel like you're good enough to bring it out to other places, just make sure you're not on your phone, you're not having a conversation with other people. I mean, you can have a conversation with other people, but your eye focus should be on your dog, so you can see when they look up at you. Because if you don't catch that look, and they don't get the click and treat, then the game is going to be worthless. You want a high rate of reinforcement. Now, if I were playing look at that with this game, which you can do, just now when he heard those kids yelling and he looked, it would be good. It would be a good time to play the look at that game. But he doesn't know that game yet. I haven't. That's probably not something I would do on video. It's a little more complicated than this. And this is as simple as the pattern gets. If you have a more energetic dog, as I think most people do, my dog's a little on the lackadaisical side, but that's why I love him. This will get going really fast. You'll be doing a high rate of up and down, up and down, up and down. My dog's just likes to take his time. As you can see, he's getting a little bit faster than he was even in the very beginning. So then the next thing you can do, which is going to be hard to show because he's laying down and I don't know if he'll move, is you can do ping pong. So you're standing up and you're placing it at your feet. You're then going to place it to the side. One side looks up at you. The other side. And this is for dogs who like movement. And you can eventually get to the point where you're throwing it further and further away from you, and the dog will come back to the middle. He's checking something out, which is fine. That's why this game is voluntary. So this version of the game is called ping pong. So when you're just going straight up and down, that's up and down. When you're going side to side, that's ping pong. And I work with a dog right now who, when we play ping pong, I can throw it pretty far and he comes back. If you're at the dog park, don't be throwing treats far away, expecting your dog to run and get it and run back and no other dog to go after the treats. So just be careful, just be mindful of where you're playing these games. Just always think of safety. Like, are you going to attract other dogs? Are you going to have an issue if your dog is running after a treat and another dog comes looking for the same treat? And another thing, if your dog is not food motivated but they love treats, ping pong is great with treats too. With toys too. Sorry. If your dog is not highly food motivated, you can play with toys. And you would just hit a toy over here, hit a toy over there, go back and forth with the toy. And when they look back at you, I've seen people throw the toy and the dog comes back. To them, throw the toy the other way. And the important thing with ping pong is that it is a pattern game. So you want to keep it as predictable on as much of the same plane as possible. You want there to be some predictability to it. Oh, he's moving a little bit. Oh, he's gonna get up. He's gonna get up. And I think he's opting out. So that's fine. You know, he did a few. Other dogs might be happy to keep going. You know, you gotta work with the dog in front of you. Don't expect every dog to be the same. That was a good start for him, and I'm gonna take it because that's just who he is, and I love him the way he is. Hey guys, so I just realized I didn't tell you where that those pattern games came from. So that is Leslie McDevitt from Controlled Unleashed. Those are her games. Absolute Dogs has their version of pattern games. You know, you can find them different places, but if you want to learn more about pattern games, let me know. Send me an email, jcurtinonline.com, I think. Or I'm sure Lauren will put a little link somewhere down there, either above or below this in the newsletter. And have fun with your dogs. So yeah, play positive, stay positive. That's what it's all about.